Within just a few hours, the wildfire had consumed over 3,600 hectares of forest. Their superiors had repeatedly emphasized that this was a special opportunity they'd applied for. If they passed the evaluator's assessment, they could be exceptionally promoted to elite status. The captain had waited 4 long years for this chance. Becoming an elite team wouldn't just validate his decades in the profession, it would double their salary compared to a second-tier firefighting squad. More importantly, it would give them absolute authority when making crucial decisions during fire emergencies. 4 years ago, during another wildfire, he had accurately predicted the fire's movement by analyzing wind speed, temperature, and other factors. He had wanted to request coordinated action from all departments to counter the approaching flames. But the elite team that arrived late not only ignored his assessment, but openly mocked him.
Let me stop you right there, okay? Marsh, is it?
Yeah, it's Marsh.
Yeah, well, you guys are type 2, and we are hotshots. So why don't you do what deucers do best, which is stay in the back and mop up our shit.
Reality soon proved the captain right. Because the elite team failed to set up defenses at the designated location, the entire town was engulfed in flames. Yet they faced no consequences afterward, a desecration of human life. To prevent such tragedy from repeating, becoming an elite team had become the captain's lifelong mission. This time, he was determined to seize the promotion opportunity. But facing this hard-won chance, the conflict from 4 years ago threatened to replay itself. Through the observers' reports, the captain predicted the fire would soon change direction. He wanted his team to establish fire breaks before the wildfire spiraled out of control, then deliberately start a controlled burn, creating a backfire to meet the approaching wildfire head-on. When the wildfire arrived, there would be nothing left to burn. This seemingly absurd approach quickly met fierce opposition from the evaluator, who believed backfires couldn't stop the wildfire and would only intensify it. Their fundamental disagreement triggered the captain's old stubbornness.
Don't. Due respect, you're just an observer. So let us do our job, okay? No. Step off! Now! Step off!
Seeing the captain's firmness, the evaluator stopped arguing, but this surely meant their promotion was doomed. Fortunately, the captain's strategy worked. The fire breaks were quickly dug, then they lit the controlled burns and waited for the two fires to collide. The wildfire continued spreading through the forest, dotting the dark night like stars. Despite being 90% confident, the captain remained anxious until the fire was fully extinguished. It wasn't until the next morning that the flames were completely out. Though they had successfully extinguished the wildfire, the captain was deeply troubled. His confrontation with the evaluator might have wasted the entire team's efforts. If they failed now, who knew how many more 4-year cycles they'd have to wait? The captain waited anxiously in his office, even smashing things to vent his frustration. He didn't regret his decision, but felt he had let down the brothers who had fought alongside him through life and death. Yet if given another chance, he would likely stick to his approach because it saved more lives. Just then, his old friend walked in. Though the captain was filled with remorse, his friend's expression was relaxed. The evaluator hadn't held a grudge. Despite disliking the captain's temperament, he had to admit they absolutely deserved elite status. The two then shared this tremendous news with the team.
Congratulations. You're hot shots.